¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's Mark Tip 25 otra vez. I wanted to do a video in light of what was happening in El Paso. I am from El Paso, Texas, and I'm just a little saddened and distraught at the whole thing. My family is okay. Some of them were with me, helping me move into a new place, and some were just not on that side of town, thank God. So at least my family is safe, but for those that weren't safe, for those who have passed, I'm deeply saddened for those families, and my heart goes out to them. And the same thing happened in Dayton, Ohio, so again, I feel for those families as well. But yeah, this is mainly a sports channel that I do, but today I felt something needed to be said. Because you know, a lot of times they tell you not to do videos like these because it's, oh, don't make things political. But there's nothing political about people losing their lives. You know, we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And yes, we also have the right to guns. But that should not infringe upon the rights to life at all. Never. And wherever you land on this whole gun control debate, know this. It's getting out of hand. For years and years, it has continued to get worse. And this whole thoughts and prayers bullshit, it's not working. You know? Like this whole deal of praying and all this stuff, that's dead. It has not done anything to quell this. So something needs to be done. But the sad thing about it is nothing will be done, because these political talking heads will say everything they want and will do something that will make us all forget about this whole situation until another shooting happens again. And then we go through this process again and again and again. But hopefully at some point, somebody does something about it. But for now, I feel it's not going to be done. I'm very saddened that this happened. I miss home in El Paso, and I want those families to know that I support you all, I care for you all, and I hope to see you all again someday. And then the other part of this whole ordeal is, you know, the race of the guy that shot all these people. It is yet again another white supremacist that has come about to shoot random people. You know, and then there's also those conspiracy theorists that feel that this was staged. And I'm sorry, like, if you think it's staged, fuck off with that. This man is a piece of shit human being. He took lives, all because he's a racist. And this current administration has empowered such thinking. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate in this video, but you know what? I'm just saying what's on my mind, and I'm just saying how I feel. Because as an El Pasoan, for many years, every city has its problems. Every city has murders and all this stuff. Things happen. But on this grand scale, from being like one of the safest cities in the country to having one of the top 10 worst killings in history, that's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. I hope something can change, even though it probably won't. But just know that there is still a chance to correct this. We need to vote in for people who are going to make those changes. I know it's easier said than done, but something has to be done. Overall, I'm, again, very saddened by this whole situation, and also for the people in Dayton, Ohio. I wasn't too far away from there when I was doing my graduate studies in Bowling Green, so I feel for you all, and I also feel for friends that are up there, because I have some friends that are from Dayton as well. So my heart goes out to them. But yeah. So again, back to the race of the guy. He's this white supremacist dude, and everyone's getting on the cops again for, well, they took this guy alive. Yet when it comes to any other race, they get shot down, killed for doing less. And yeah, that's entirely true. And then you have some El Pasoans that are like, well, El Paso PD is one of the best police departments because they do things efficiently and they do it with dignity. To an extent, that's true, but let's not pretend that racism does not exist in El Paso, Texas. It does. My stepdad was a police officer for 22 years, and he himself would not have stood for this bullshit. And you know, like, it doesn't matter what race or creed you were. You know, if you broke the law in his eyes, or were messed up in his eyes, he would take care of you real quick. And what happened yesterday was horrible. Like, my stepdad would not have made that man's life comfortable at all, because he killed all those people. And the fact that we're trying to give him all this leeway. And I know there's people out there that are going to be like, oh, well, he has the rights, you know, you have to read him the Miranda rights and all that shit, right? But you know what? For a piece of shit like that, you know, going through trial and all that, considering how our legal system works nowadays, fuck that. Fuck that. That puto needs fucking justice real quick. And it's not through the court system. Because I know at this point the court system is not going to do shit about this guy. They're not. And that's the sad truth. Because it doesn't matter, because I've seen it with other races. They just get shot. They don't get justice. They don't get anything through the court system, yet this fucker does. And I bet you if he does, he's going to get off scot-free. That's why I don't believe in due process anymore. I don't believe in it. Because if it worked, half of the shit that's happening would not be happening. Period. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But we can be better. We all can be better about this. But, yeah. I miss El Paso dearly. I'm glad that my family is safe. And, to, again, all those that have lost their families and loved ones, I'm very deeply sorry that this occurred. And I hope we can do something to change that. In a little bit, I'm about to read something that a friend posted. Because El Paso is a very tight-knit community. We're familia, all of us. Like, we're so close-knit that it seems like we always know somebody there. For it being as big of a city as it is. So, in a minute, I'm going to read this clip, and then I'll let it be. And let me know what you think in the comments, if it's, even if it's negative, even if you think I'm wrong, which I highly doubt that I'm wrong about people losing their lives, you know, and that something needs to be done about this. But either way, I welcome anybody's commentary. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Suscríbete a mi canal, ponte un like, y hasta el próximo, mi gente. Adiós. Te quiero mucho, El Paso. El Paso is a city where so many people show up to donate blood that they can't even accommodate them all and have to ask them to come back tomorrow or make an appointment. El Paso is a city where funeral homes are saying they won't charge for funeral costs for the fatalities. El Paso is every agency from law enforcement and first responders to medical staff coming together to handle the situation. El Paso is everyone joining in prayer. El Paso is text messages all day long from friends and family checking on each other. El Paso is family. El Paso is home. This was done by an outsider and does not represent El Paso. Hashtag El Paso proud. Hashtag El Paso strong.